Good evening, Bushy John here again with the story, the repeat of the harrowing experience. Now, those little beasties are back again and trying to tear their way out through my pelvic floor, and their friends are trying to tear their way in. I think they wanted to party. Well, I can tell you they were having a bloody good party as it was. And I knew a trip to my true and trusted doctor was on the cards. That Vindaloo curry that I had the night before and for lunch that previous day had been a touch on the strong side and had done mean and nasty things to my insides, I might add. I have to say, I called my true and trusted friend early in the morning with a cryptic message. I think I'm dying, I've poisoned myself. She came and took me to my true and trusted doctor, who looked at me, mumbled something about this is not damn good, and took my temperature and said, "You are hot. Are you hot and dry?" I said, "Yes, I'm always hot and I'm a bit dry too." Look of disbelief, he said, "With your temperature, should have steam coming out your ears by now. I'm calling an ambulance for you. I think you've got appendicitis or something. I'm trying hard to understand how you're still standing, let alone able to walk. With you at boiling point, I'm sending you to the hospital by ambulance." I said, "Not to worry, Doc. My friend will take me in a trusty four-wheel drive chariot, drop me off at the hospital as she goes past." So I arrived at the Casey Hospital in a somewhat dishevelled state and proceeded forth into the bowels of the emergency department. They said, would you like to lie down on this bed?" Oh, I said, "That's jolly nice of you." I was about the old timber as I was about to fall head first onto the floor. Now I proceeded to put one of those huge crowbars in the back of my artery of my hand and strapped it down with huge heaps of tape and attached a huge bag of something to it. Later they returned with 3 syringes with temperature control through. Oh, God, they're going to stick more things in me, but no, they put it in through that crowbar. Antibiotics, temperature control. I just hoped it was going to make the beasties go away and end their partying. The third was the happy juice, which sent me off to the land of dancing girls and other things that shall remain nameless on the grounds I might incriminate myself. There I was having a lovely time with the dancing girls. One fly in the ointment, however, was and it was very frustrating. They kept waking me up to find out what I was smiling about. So I didn't get to the end of the dreams of my dancing girls. It was very disappointing. Then they woke me up again and I thought they were trying to strangle me, but the doctor said, "We're just putting some oxygen on you. We thought we were losing you, my vital signs." And I was in fear of slipping away. So I said, "Bugger that. Bugger the dancing girls," even though I had more energy due to the oxygen for the activities. I'm sticking around to keep an eye on these doctors in this establishment. So after many hours of input through the crowbar, and they'd done their best, they decided to move me by what I can only assume were clandestine means, as it was in the middle of the night, and they proceeded to strap me onto a trolley with full racing harness, further straps across me. I came to the conclusion it was either going to be a very high-speed dash, or they were concerned whether I might get up and do a fan dance or a can dance in the back of the ambulance, which might be disconcerting to other drivers on the road. So finally we arrived at our clandestine destination of the Dandenong Hospital and seated by clandestine means to the surgical ward. I thought, oh God, this is not good. This is where they cut bits off you or out of you. But they assured me they were not going to cut any bits off at this time. And that, of course, reassured me. And I proceeded to amuse myself with the buttons on my bed control, which there were many. With those, the up and down, half up, half down, half up, while half down. And, of course, you could have full down while half up and vice versa. And this kept me entertained until my next dose of happy juice, which was not before time, as my head was starting to hurt with the dynamics of the entertainment. So now I was having these fluids, antibiotics, happy juice pumped into one arm, and another 10 busy bees were trying to extract it again through the other arm. To what purpose escapes me, I can only assume They were trying to find the elixir of life and looking for. And talking of visiting bees, one of those lovely nurses who was buzzing in and out, now they're talking of busy bees. The lovely nurses were buzzing in and out like an well organised hive. Along with the nurses, the furniture, the patients kept appearing and disappearing, so much so that my head started to spin. The hurt of keeping up with this very busy hive. I noticed when the nurses were approaching my bed with all due caution, and I said, commented, this degassing is a real problem, to which she agreed, and I said, I say, thank God you keep a spark-free environment in here, considering all this oxygen and me degassing like a volcano. Or there could be a very nasty incident involving anyone within range, and she agreed, while she was leaving with all due haste. Along with the nurses and the beds, the furniture and patients that kept appearing and disappearing, and it was just so much that my head was spinning constantly and hurting trying to keep up with it all, this very busy hive. Then the two gods appeared from upon high, dressed in their shrouds with prayer caps, one in green, the other one in a light mauve or blue. One spoke with a deep booming voice and said, I am the chief registrar of surgery. I thought, oh shit, these ones are the habit of cutting bits off you. I knew I was now in real trouble. They spoke again, saying, how are you feeling today? I said with a trembling voice. Much better now. Not wanting to get any bits cut off or out. One of them spoke again, saying, a large part of your large intestine is inflamed. And then the other one spoke again, saying, a large part of your small intestine as well, which seemed to impress him. Well, I can tell you, I was already impressed by that. I was impressed, so that's why you've been having the pain. I thought, tell me about it. Now, I'm relieved to count on account that I knew they weren't going to cut large bits out of me, and that bloody vindaloo curry recipe was a bit too spicy, so I'll not use that one again. Now, 3 days I had nothing to eat, and the gods appeared again, and they were going to feed me. I immediately put my order in for a T-bone steak and chips, which I might add I never did get. They were horrified by the thought. Only soft foods for the time being, so I got chicken broth, jelly and cold tea. But my highlight came on the end of the second or third day. I got ice cream with my jelly. I thought the menu's improving in this health spa. Well, I'll lose some weight while I'm here. This was going down well when I was told I could order my own menu. So, among other things, I ordered what is my favourite porridge, which proved to be the low point of the adventure. Now, you can eat porridge with or without sugar, hot or cold, thick or thin, 1 day old, but only with someone with a lobotomy or in need of one can eat it without salt. The nice thing I had apart from the lovely pampering of the nurse and doctors was the sandwiches. They were the best. Very thick with filling. Oh, they're the best I've ever had. Finally, there was the good news came, we're releasing you. I thought, Christ, that was a narrow escape. I didn't get anything cut off. I was sent down by chariot to the day surgery. They put me on a gurney, and I slept the night freezing. I thought, I'm back mountaineering, trying to sleep at 10,000 feet on a rock ledge with half the mountain range whistling up my back. So I finally was moved to the transit lounge, where I and others drank coffee, played with the pencils and magazines, cracked jokes, and filling in the 2.5 hours waiting for the doctor to sign our release. One chap and I were joking about the dubious merits of kicking the football around the front garden, especially when one makes a mistake and kicks the concrete football gnome by mistake, considering it broke his foot. And laughter was so loud we were told to shut up, which we duly did as we wanted to leave vertically, not horizontally. Now, I'm home again and have to face my own cooking and losing weight, so I've decided to get my own lycra suit to do my power walking around Pakenham. with my Walkman and earphones. I decided on stripes instead of bands, and green and gold instead of red and gold. I think is a better look. And I've been told, and I think I will get the local T-shirt printing shop to put Pushy John marches on the back. Now they told me there'll be a delay of probably 2 to 3 weeks for my lycra suit as they have to order extra material. So we shall see. Now, if you want to see more of me or hear more of me, find me on Red Eye Dick on YouTube or www.bushyjohns.com. Thank you.